Hey guys, it's Nick with Scurv Sports Cards coming at you with another grading reveal. I have about a 18 card vintage grading reveal here. Here's the cards that we have graded. I do have my pre-grade, so as you can see we got some late 50s, early 60s, and a few mid 70s cards out of the whole thing here. These went off to SGC. I am not a huge SGC fan overall, but for vintage I do really like them. I think they look pretty good with the black tucks on vintage cards. They do a good job of grading, and it was kind of what SGC was known for in previous years. Before the big boom came, really you only used SGC for grading vintage cards. Huge or extremely quick turnaround times. I think this one, door to door, took 2.5 weeks. Very cheap. I think it's like 15 bucks a slab, and very accurate grading. So we're just going to get to it. So the first three cards are Bob Allison, 1959 Topps rookies. Bobby Allison, Twin Star. These cards are from when he was with the Washington Senators before they became the Twins. As you can see, I have them pre-graded 5, a 6, and a 7. So we're just going to get started. The first one graded a SGC 6. As you can see, these are pretty sharp copies. Edges and corners are very nice. Centering's pretty good on these. These usually have pretty bad centering. So for late 50s, really nice copy. Second one got a 6.5. Back centering's a little bit better on that one. Pretty similar centering in the front. And the last one got a 7. So centering on the back of this one is a lot better. So we got a 6, a 6.5, and a 7. So let's mark these. 7 is correct. This one got a 6.5. And this one got a 6, so we're in the plus there. The next two are Felipe Alou, 1959 Topps rookies. I had those pre-graded as a 5 and a 6. First one came back, 6.5. So a nice copy of a 1959 Topps cards here. These were pretty sharp when they came in. I got a huge vintage graded, or a raw order in about 3-4 months ago. This is probably the last of the ones that I will be sending off to get graded. So the first one got a 6.5, and the second one got a 6.5. So this one's a little bit off center, left to right. It looks like it's got a little bit sharper corners. I think both of them had that little cat eye in the same spot too. So 2 6.5s on these. I had them pre-graded a 5 and a 6, so I got better than I thought on both of those as well. The next one is a Ruben Amaro. Usually today's age we're used to hearing Ruben Amaro's Jr. I believe this is Ruben Amaro Sr. I had this one pre-graded as a 6, and it got a 6. So we were spot on with that one. I think that's a very, very nice looking card for a 59 Topps. The next two, a little bit more modern. Still, well, these are kind of almost vintage, I guess. I have Gary Carter, 1975 Topps rookies. I have one pre-graded a 6 and one pre-graded a 7. This one did not do as well. Scored a 5, still pretty good. I mean, this is one of the harder sets to grade with the colors on the borders of it here. Very, very nice centering. Top to bottom, I think it might have been a little bit off, but left to right, it's very, very good. Very sharp on the back as well. As you can see here, little ding on that corner. That edge looks really good. See if we get focused here. And the bottom left corner's got a little ding too. But overall, very nice copy in a 5. And the second one's got a sleeve on it, so hopefully it doesn't get too bad. It got a 6. So we were under our expectations, or pre-grading expectations here. This one is a little bit more off-center, left to right. Top to bottom, I think, is a little bit better. Overall, though, nice presentation there. Pretty good corners and edges there. And these are very, very easy to see. You can hear my dog chewing on something in the background, so I apologize there. So we had a 5 and a 6, and we had those pre-graded a 6 and a 7. So we'll mark those on this side. This next one is kind of a semi-common card. I went through the whole stack of 1959 tops that I had, and I thought this was the nicest graded. I had this forgot to put the second Gary Carter. I had this pre-graded a 7, but I honestly thought it could get an 8 or even a 9. It's a Pete Daley, and it came back a 6.5. So, I mean, this card looks super sharp. I mean, look at the corners and edges there. I don't see much of anything. That one's got a little ding, I guess. Not even a ding, but a little rounding. But overall centering, very, very good. Back centering, very, very good. No surface issues. So 6.5. I thought this one was going to grade higher. Not the highest end card there, but I sent that off. Just I wanted to see my judgment on things. The next one is a 61 Sandy Koufax Dodgers Southpaws. Had that one pre-graded a 3, and it actually came back as a 5. It's got Johnny Padres on there with him, so came back nicer than we thought. Pretty happy with that one. So it got a 5. I thought it was going to get a 3, so that goes over here. Next one is a 59 Topps Eddie Mathews. I had this one pre-graded a 2.5, and it came back a 3. As you can see, it's pretty decently off-centered, both top to bottom and left to right. Does have fairly rounded corners. Not terrible, but fairly rounded. No surface marks on there, creases, indentations, but pretty nice copy in a 3, and it graded a little tiny bit higher than what we had pre-graded. Next one is a 59 Topps Bill Mazeroski. I had this one pre-graded as a 6, and it came back as a 7. I was very happy with that. Centering is pretty spot on. Top to bottom, it's off a little tiny bit. Corners are pretty sharp here. Edges, no issues. That's just my... The back is very nicely centered as well. So it's a nice copy, 7.5. Next two are 61 Topps Robin Roberts. I had these pre-graded as a 7.5 and a 6. So the first one got a 6.5. As you can see, this copy's off centering left to right. Still a very, very sharp copy. Nice color on the back. It is offset on the back too. So first copy got a 6.5, and the second copy got a 7. I thought this was gonna grade a 7.5. As you can see, the centering is much, much nicer. Edges and corners are very, very nice. The back, oh, the dog just hit the table. It is off a little bit more on the back. Maybe that's kind of what took it down. The top to bottom and left to right on the back is a little off. The front looks way better. But 7, I had that pre-graded as a 7.5, so it's not too bad for being off there. So that one will mark under, and that one we will mark over. Next one is a 59 Topps Brooks Robinson. This one is a little bit rougher card. I had it pre-graded as a 1.5, and it came back a 3. As you can see, it's off-centered. Left to right pretty good, and the corners are a little rounded. Probably the most rounded corners of all the cards I sent in. Overall, though, still a pretty nice card. Looks like it's got some staining on the back there a little bit, too. So, a 3. I thought it was going to be a 1.5. We will definitely take that. 59 Topps Duke Snider. I had this one pre-graded as a 4. And it came back as a 6. So that's a nice little surprise there. As you can see, it was off-centered on the front. A little bit of, is that color or is that, yeah, a little tiny bit of color there, but yeah, off-centered, left to right, and top to bottom. Still decent borders on that, and in a 6, very nice copy. So that was a big bump from a 4 to a 6. The last 2 are football cards. I got these actually from a buddy of mine that owns a shop about an hour and a half away. Both of them are 71 tops. Terry Bradshaw. One has a surface crease on the bottom center, and I predicted that to get a 1.5, and I thought that was a nicer looking copy, but because of the crease, I marked it down. And the second one is off center, top to bottom, pretty good. So the first one ended up getting a 4. Is this the one that has the crease? I guess I didn't really look. No, that's not. That's just in the sleeve. But so this one got a 4. So I was pretty happy with the, I'm going to smack the camera. That one got a 4, and this one got a 5. So very good come-ups on the Bradshaw here. This one must be the one with the crease on the bottom. You can't see it maybe in the picture here, but I promise you it's there. So those are, oh, this was actually, the first one must have had the crease, because I can tell by looking at this one, it's a little bit more off-centered on the back. So very good come-ups, not too shabby order overall. Looking at the sheet here, we had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 that came back lower graded, 1 that was right on, and the rest of them were graded higher than I had predicted. So these will all be listed up on my eBay store under Super Skirbeck, or you can reach out to me if you're interested in any of those on Instagram at Skirb Sports Cards. Thanks for watching.